Welcome to the Instrument Landing System training lesson. Go ahead and fly to the gate ahead at waypoint 1, maintaining about 300 knots. While you're flying towards waypoint 1, switch your gear light from off to the landing setting. This light is on your nose gear strut, so you won't see it until you extend the gear. You can change the gear light setting by pressing right Alt L. The switch has 3 positions: off, taxiing, landing, so you'll have to press right Alt L twice to cycle from off to the landing setting. Do this now. You're currently in nav steering mode, navigating to waypoint 1. After passing waypoint 1, you will automatically switch to waypoint 2. Waypoint 2 is your destination airport, and so you will also automatically switch from nav steering mode to Instrument Landing System Navigation (ILSN) steering mode. The Instrument Landing System provides steering cues to guide you down to the runway. You can manually switch to ILSN steering mode by pressing 1, but don't do that now. After passing waypoint 1, you'll navigate to a point called the Final Approach Fix, which is about 10 miles from the runway. This is the point where you will turn to align with the runway and begin the final approach, the final segment of your approach to the runway. On the bottom right of your HUD, CSET blinks to tell you your course is set to the destination airfield. You're now in ILSN mode as indicated by ILSN on the bottom right of the HUD. Follow the navigation cues on your HUD or HSI, which will guide you to the final approach fix. There's no gate displayed at the final approach fix. Maintain altitude and throttle back to between 200 and 250 knots. Now let's contact Tbilisi-Locini Airport and let them know we're inbound. Press / to open the communication menu. Press F5 to select ATC, then F3 for Tbilisi-Locini. Note that in this menu you can request the azimuth to the airport, which is helpful if you get lost. When you notify the airport that you're inbound, they'll respond with navigation instructions to the final approach fix, and will tell you which runway to land on. You don't have to memorize the navigation instructions because your navigation computer is already guiding you. Notify Tbilisi-Locini that you're inbound now by pressing F1. Once you've received a response, press the spacebar to continue. You can press / to close the communication menu. You've been told to fly to pattern altitude, which is about 2,500 feet above the runway. Locini is at 1,575 feet elevation, so start descending to about 4,000 feet altitude. You want to arrive at the final approach fix at this altitude. Press the spacebar to continue. Once you're between 200 and 250 knots, retract your speed brake if necessary by pressing B. Then press G to lower your landing gear and F to lower your flaps.
China. In field 1-1. Request landing. Enfield 1-1. Martini, check landing gear. Wind 308 at 5 meters per second. Runway 31.
A higher pitched beeping indicates you're passing over the inner marker. If things aren't going well, this is the time to abort your landing and try again. When you're seconds from touchdown, gently pull the stick back to flare and reduce your descent rate, but do not level off. Smoothly retard the throttles to idle. After touchdown, use gentle rudder inputs to adjust your heading and raise the nose to 13 degrees pitch for aero braking. Do not exceed 15 degrees or you could scrape your tail. When you drop below 100 knots, gently lower the nose and apply wheel brakes by holding W. Well done. Continue to taxi down the runway and take the next taxiway to the right. Now that the aircraft is safely back on the ground, it is time to start preparing for shutdown. If you extended the speed brake, press B to retract it. Then retract the flaps by pressing F. If you had turned your radar on, now is the time to turn it off. Next, set your gear light to taxi. Press right Alt-L twice to cycle the switch to the taxi setting now. Continue to taxi to a parking spot of your choice. Anywhere you want to park is fine, and we will shut the aircraft down. Your taxi light is extremely powerful, so turn it off as you enter a parking spot as a courtesy to your crew chief. Press the spacebar to continue when you have parked. When you have come to a complete stop and are ready to shut down, throttle to idle and press right Shift N to shut down the engines. Turn the power off by pressing right Shift L. Finally, open the canopy by pressing left Ctrl C. Congratulations, you have successfully landed and shut down the Eagle. You may exit the mission now by pressing Escape.